Hey, Inspired Tribe, how's it going? Let's try this again. We're excited that you're here. I just wanted to let you know that we just logged off with Frank Jacob. We did the second interview. For those of you who haven't watched the first interview, it's going to be in the description of this live stream. And you might have seen this. I mean, it's kind of been really going viral and blowing off, and a lot of people have emailed us and have emailed Frank and have talked about this. But we talked about in the first interview, we talked about the Guardians of the Looking Glass, this mysterious group that came out just a few short weeks ago that put out these crazy videos on first glance about future timelines and predictions and events. And there was something about these videos that triggered Frank Jacob to write an article a couple weeks ago, 10 days ago, on a German platform that I from time to time follow, that's run by my friend Jan van Helsing, a very famous author in a German speaking world. And I read this article and something inside me just clicked. Something said, okay, let's go, let's dive deeper into this. I reached out to Frank Jacob, and he immediately jumped on board, said, sure, let's talk about this. And that's what we did in the first interview. Again, I put it down in the description of this live stream so you can watch the first interview and kind of get caught up if you haven't yet. But we had a follow-up conversation just a few minutes ago, an hour-long conversation. We dug deep. We went into deep details that we didn't go into in the first conversation that we had. Some mind-bending and mind-blowing stuff. Frank connected more dots, with regards to these events that are predicted by this mysterious group. We have looked at it from all sides, but most importantly, and this is really where what the important issue here is how can we create a future timeline and a future in general that benefits us all and that's beautiful. This is really has been a focal point of this conversation as well, something that's very important to us, something we all need to understand. We talked about why it is important that we even look at these things when they come out, why we look at predictions like that, or when something like that comes up, what the value is in doing it, and ultimately what we can do, which is always the empowerment thing that comes to us, where we take power back to us and take things into our own hearts, minds, and action. So really mind-bending conversation. We'll post this tomorrow morning, right here on a YouTube channel. So check back here on Inspired tomorrow morning. The new interview with Frank Jacob about the Guardians of the Looking Glass, the technology, and what the connections, what is connected to it. We talked about CERN, we talked about Dr. Vu, we talked about quantum computing. Is really a very extensive conversation, very powerful. So I invite you to come back tomorrow, share this with your friends. There's something that happened from this first conversation. Frank is talking about it in the video. Something magnificent has happened from this first conversation already. It's only been 6 or 7 days, and already we've seen potentially a shift in the timeline. So check back tomorrow, watch the interview. Christine just walked in. Yes, honey?
Please explain again. Somebody's asking, can anybody explain to me how spreading information about fearful event is about to prevent it from happening?
So someone is asking the question, how spreading information about a fearful event can prevent it from happening. That's exactly what we dug into even deeper in this conversation. So please check back tomorrow, because I don't want to give you a shorthanded, kind of a super slim answer. You'll get the full gist. Frank talks about it. I talk about it, and how important this is to us and how we see things. In general, we've talked about this often in our live streams, how we view this and how we do not believe in the ignorance mentality, where we do not look at anything that we might perceive as negative or dark. To the contrary, our lives have been extremely blessed, beautiful, and happy and joyful and healing because we've done it, but done it in the right way, done it with the right intention. And so we're going to talk about all of that in tomorrow's interview. Just thank you for bringing that question up, because that's exactly what we're going to address in the interview. Really important. And so check back tomorrow right here on the Inspired channel. Tomorrow morning, the interview will post the new conversation with Frank Jacob. Thank you for tuning in. We love you all. And also, please remember to join us on Locals for uncensored, unfiltered, free content, free of charge content. A lot of content on Locals is absolutely free of charge. There is a supporter tier for $5 a month or $50 a year, but a lot of it is free of charge. The link is also in the description. We're building a new inspired community there. All right, tribe. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow right here on the Inspired channel.